All right, guys, let's go. It is time for a big best of 3 to see which Terran will take down the Protoss players in the semis and the grand finals. That's right, it's the NA Weekly number 124. We have the Cheesemeister special in the bottom left, who is playing TvT. He might not be as cheesy, but we've got a good chance of mech coming out. We've got a good chance of realizing that he is going to make us, see some weird plays, essentially. On the other hand, we have Byun, and Byun is a Terran. Did you guys know that? He's also known as Micro Jackson because of his love for inviting young children. No, I mean for microing his way to victory. That's why. Sorry, I was getting the reference with the player confused. Sorry, it's about. Yeah, it's because he has cheekbones. That's why they call him Micro Jackson, guys. And he's good at microing. He looks like Michael Jackson because he's got very well-defined cheekbones. He also has a cute puppy. 2016 world champ. And I would say the favorite in this matchup, but definitely not a foregone conclusion. This one could go either way. Reaper's going to come forward. I like that Probe was in the chat reading my lips. He said, I too think Protoss is weak. I agree, Probe. That's how it works. We've got the Reapers pulling on back. Ooh-wee. Okay, so Reaper gets a scout for special. Now that was, of course, Byun, no scout at all. Byun doesn't believe in scouting, guys. Byun basically just likes doing his build. Byun, I really feel like is the modern day bomber. And then he's like, I have a build order decided before the game happens and I will do with it. The first 4 or 5 minutes, he just follows no matter what. And yeah, it is a thing. We've got Reapers and Hellions on the way as well. More Reapers, more Hellions, a starport. I hope you guys are enjoying the brighter colors. I actually quite like it. It does look a little more comical, I guess. Right? But it's very clear what's going on the screen, right? And in terms of like, those are blue guys, those are red guys. Don't know why I ever turned it down. Maybe just to get things a bit more cinematic. We'll see. You guys let me know in chat which one you prefer. Rub_dong has reappeared in chat and is now highlighting a message for 380 bacon and says, Rub Dong. Wow. Neck level. Reaper's going to take a Widowmine on the face. And Special getting a bit too excited. He really wants that Widowmine, but he gets baited, man. He doesn't get the Widowmine and he loses 2 Reapers. Byun says, welcome to Dicktown, son. He's going to repair up that Widowmine. He wants to load the Widowmine into the SCV. I think that's why he pulled 4 to repair it. Because otherwise, you should just pull 1 there. He's going to pick up and go across the map. Special will see it coming, though. Special, great awareness. And Byun does realize he's being spotted, so he'll just try to drop and kill that. But Special, quick response. Cyclone is there. Cyclone and Hellions could go out to that left side and defend. They really should right now. Special not really responding at all. Now, Byun, the kind of cat who's crazy enough to push in even after his drop got spotted. He could go for this depot on the high ground, just move up and kill that from the low ground. And you can always just break the lock-on with the medevac. So, nice way of doing it here. Yeah, you can see the lock-on the Hellion immediately broken. And that Reaper comes from behind and gets killed. Special making some missteps while Byun hits a really smooth opening. Very quick 3rd CC for Special. Byun, on the other hand, has not done it. Byun is just like, tanks, Ravens, Marines, tanks, Ravens, Marines. Byun has a lot more units. He's also, remember, killed 3 Reapers. So killing 3 Reapers and committing to more units means he is way ahead. Special never built a reactor, guys. He's only building it now, and that's because Special wants to play mech. He's got 2 Cyclones, 2 Hellions, and they need to defend this entire goddamn army coming his way, or he's just going to get wiped. He's going to try and double lock on the Cyclone. No, he only gets a single lock on it, but that's enough. He does. Oh, Byun with the micro. That's why they call it Micro Jackson. That Cyclone was, I assumed it was dead, but it actually survived there. Byun is going to do a Raven Harass down the right side, though. 3rd command center does go down right now. Special's going to pull on back. What do we got? 3rd CC is up there. 2 SCVs in the main base. He's going to go NG Bay. That's to build missile turrets, I believe. I don't think that's actually for engineering bay upgrades, guys. Raven comes in. We'll get probably 2 SCVs, sorry, before the tank kills it. And there we go. Tank in range does take down that pretty quickly. Raven's going to try to get away. The Cyclone's coming in and barely missing it. Or are they? They say double lock, mother trucker. Green drop goes down the left side. 2nd starport goes down here for Special, guys. Special is going to play 2-port BC or Raven from here. Not sure which one it's going to be. No. Or Viking Lib, maybe. Okay. He's playing double starport, man. What a chat gamer. Special playing some weird Skyterran mech. Meanwhile, Byun is like, I'm a normal person. I'm going second and third barracks. I'm going double engineering bay. I want bio upgrade. I want bio production. Doesn't see that second starport. That's why it's hidden in the back. There are 3 ravens out and he's building Vikings. So this can turn into a very cool push, but does he take the time to build the reactor? Or does he just immediately want a boost? He immediately just wants a boost in the Viking production. So basically Special is saying, I'm going to get more Vikings than you, win the Viking fight, and my tanks will just win. But he's only building 1 tank at a time. That's what's scary about this. He does take 2 more gases. That'll allow him to lift this and build a second factory. But the idea is, before stim, shields, 1-1, and a big massive medevacs are out, he wants to be able to kill the units. He wants to be able to force a fight when it's mostly unupgraded Marines or lowly upgraded Marines, and that's where he wants to make things happen. So very clever play style. Let's see if it gets him in any trouble or if it works out. Missile turret on the left does spot this drop coming in. Gets it down to below half-life, but Special is trying to get a push going on the right side. Byun well aware of what's going on. Viking will come back. It can 2-shot that medevac. SCVs are trying to fight this. That's a little dangerous there. Siege tank and landed Viking could take this out, but nice stimmy there. Stimmy for the winnie, says Mr. Byun. And these SCVs, I mean, compared to Stim Marines, they basically are young children. So he does do the old Micro Jackson technique. Anyway, Viking Cyclone. I'm going to stop making messed up references there. Sorry, guys. I don't know how true that stuff was. I hope it wasn't. Anyways, Vikings and tanks coming on forward. We've got 4 tanks on the front, 3 tanks on the D. Now, I think that's a pretty good hold so far for Byun because he's just got to buy time. If he can get out enough Vikings to hang on, he'll be great. Now, obviously, we've got 4 Vikings rallying, or 3 potentially for Special versus just 2 for Byun. And getting another Viking kill is huge. He's got 6 versus 2. The thing is, how do you actually push through the tanks? As long as Byun doesn't mule, saves all of his energy for scans, Special can't really push forward here. Byun's going to scan him if he tries to siege on it. And especially with the sensor tower, he can see when you're doing it. Special has to pull back now. And that's a bummer. It feels like his push did not work out. Now, Byun out here kind of clearing area for himself, scans the army returning home, and it's a return to normal mech. But he's not building even a second factory. He's going a 3rd starport and a fusion core. Special is trying to play 1 factory Skyterran mech. I mean, every tank is sacred. He only has 5. I really feel this is a better build if you go for the second factory, similar to the Protoss build, where if you go 2 Robos with your Phoenix Colossus Disruptor into carrier, I think it's better if you get 2 Robos rather than 1. A few more Colossus and Disruptors keep you alive there. In this scenario, a few more tanks keep you alive. Obviously, it's all about not getting surprise dropped. He's got 3 turrets in the main. He's got a turret there, so he's reasonably safe versus drops, though there is still an angle on the bottom of the natural. That's always the exposed angle, isn't it, down here? And that's why the Vikings are checking for it. He's like, okay, I know that's a weak point. Maybe leave a Viking over here would be a decent way of doing it. Otherwise, build another turret there. For now, he's got his first 2 battlecruisers on the way. No upgrades for those just yet. But those battlecruisers will be a big surprise. Problem for him is Byun's already got a 4th and 2 starports on the way. So Byun is pretty happy to go to that late game stage right now. And Byun's the kind of guy who never goes for like 5 and 6 command centers before going for his starport transition. He always techs up really quick. Here comes the army for Byun with some interference matrices, and he's got 1, almost 2. He should be pretty good. Special does need to send something to defend the single Marine that is blocking his 4th right now. SCV runs forward. Special sees that army kind of gathering up there just outside his sensor tower range. This Marine's being a real dickhead. Special, what are we doing right now? He's so worried about the push on the front. He's losing 7 SCVs. Make it 8, make it 9. Oh no! Big unnecessary mistakes for Special here. And he does lose 13 SCVs to just a handful of Marines. So super good trade here for Byun, who's up on 87 workers, going for a fusion core of his own. And Special, he's going to go double armory. He's got 2 battle cruisers out, which I think he's kind of waiting as a bit of a trump card. Maybe he's going to send those to harass as they do move out to the left side. He's going mass Viking right now is Mr. Special. And he will have a heads up on the head start, sorry, on the double ups, which is nice. But so few tanks. Honestly, you land 2 interference matrices, this is the easiest break of your life, right? If he doesn't shoot down the Vikings ahead of time, Special, he's in big trouble. Special has to keep track of this army, and he needs to gun down like the Raven Viking ahead of time. And you can see the Stimmy coming on in. But, oh, he didn't click on the Raven. Oh, interference matrix, very nice. And 2 auto turrets as well. Stalls out the advance, guns down a few of the Vikings. Special with some excellent control, but Byun does get the sensor tower. Oh, does he though? Special could actually repair that. He's rebuilding it further back, but he does not repair that one. Bit of a mistake for Special. Does go for a battlecruiser counterattack here and shows his hand. But He's going to have to just teleport out of there. They're not going to get that much damage done. Teleports both BCs home. That sensor tower did unfortunately burn down, which pushes back this sensor tower vision, which is actually very important. You really want that sensor tower vision as far out as possible. So tanks are still building one at a time. He has 10 siege tanks, but remember, these are also 0-0 tanks, so they're not the best tanks. Only 4 tanks on that left side, and Byun is going to YOLO! The Vikings are there, though. Special's got more tanks on the high ground. And, Byun moves in, takes a tank volley. But not too bad. Loses a few Vikings, takes a shot on the tanks. Special is getting his 1-1 air upgrades. He's making Yamato. He's making another command center. He does need to leave a few tanks around. Special's actually thinking about pushing, which is crazy if you ask me. I can't believe he's pushing with only 6 siege tanks. I don't think this is going to work. But maybe just control the middle high ground could be cool. 4 tanks on that left side could get broken very easily. And indeed they will. Byun's just going to base trade it. He's got enough Vikings to skirmish, but not quite win the fight. SCVs are pulled here. The tank's trying to defend on the left side. Special does not have the numbers to hold back this advance, and Byun stims on in. Special going to try and force a base trade. If he can get some more BCs and tanks out behind that, that would be huge. He's got some Vikings that could land, and with the tank, I guess he's not dead, but the BC is going to have to teleport back here. The Vikings do not land. Can the BCs take out those Marines? The answer apparently is yes. Yes, it is. 2-2, not enough for Marines to take on BCs in small numbers. Vikings come forward. They left off. They are going to fight Viking versus Viking. Goes okay for Byun, because remember, Byun is going up to a 5th base right now. Byun has the stronger economy, and 1-1 upgrades are kicking in after all of his Vikings have mostly gone down for Special. That being said, Command Center lands, takes some tank shots. Vikings trying to buy it time. SCV's trying to repair. Can he save the base? Great Viking production for Byun. Special needs to get out of there. BCs are chasing that army away. Special does still have Command Centers up. He relands this base. Special still at a hefty supply. Tanks in a forward position. So losing a base. He doesn't have gases up here yet either, Byun. He is now going to have a fully mining base there, and his natural still got 4 mineral patches, but it's not actually significantly more than what Special's mining. Look at the income tab. You can see here, very similar income, a little bit more gas for Byun, and that's about that. So as it is, Special making this game very close. He's going +2 air weapons. He's building a random Banshee right now, and he's going to get +2 armor. Pulling back, and it looks like resetting for a bit of a longer game. Meanwhile, advanced ballistics, so the lib upgrade for Byun, and Byun trying to rebuild on his Viking count. 15 Vikings versus 14 of Special, so definitely he's doubling down on winning the air war. And I think if Special had enough money to already have 3, maybe 5 factories pumping Hellion tank here, he could be like, that's fine, you win the air. I'm going to swap into like Thors, tanks, Hellbats, and actually just, you know, be kind of tech switching and make it hard for you. As it is though, Special needs to win the air fight, and that's a big problem because there's already a Thor out. Now that says explosive payload, that's what he can swap to. That tells us that he's got these big guns out on his shoulder. That's his high impact payload, guys. He's got his big daddy guns out. So that's a single fire mode, doesn't do splash damage. If you get to mass Viking, you do want splash damage on at least 1 or 2 Thors because the Vikings clump up so much, but just in small fights, you want to have the superior 11 range. 250 millimeter Punisher cannons there. Vikings on the right side, moving forward. BC's here. Special always creates asymmetry, creates fun, crazy styles. The Vikings are close enough, though. He sees them. Special, there's no way you get this, right? He's going to Yamato it. Or he just wants to kill the Sensor Tower and teleport out. Run, 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 run! Oh, way too greedy, way too greedy. And, he gets out. Okay, he Yamato's 2 Vikings and kills the Sensor Tower. And gets the BCs out, which is very cute. Banshee comes in, picks off 3 SCVs, and gets a mule on its way out, which is cute. Thor picks up and takes care of it. Transformation servers coming in. That will allow the Vikings to land quicker. We've got 27 Vikings for Special. Special's also at a healthy economy now. And his 2-2 air weapons are going to kick in. So his Vikings are way better upgraded. It's going to be +1 air attack, no armor for Byun versus 2-2. Oh, that's big. Remember, Vikings have 2 attacks. So each armor upgrade is super important because it affects it twice. So, you know, they completely cancel out the attack and the armor upgrades. Actually, do they? Let me check. Is it? Yeah, they do because it's +1 each attack and +1 each armor upgrade. So Special's going to control the middle. He's going to try and take this 5th base on the left. He has no defense on these bases right now. So he could get jumped on by Bio, right? Marine Marauder could cause him big trouble. But he's the one dictating right now. And feels like Byun's a little afraid. Ooh, gets a battlecruiser though. BC count is down by 1. But the Viking advantage is massive for Special here. And does he have enough tanks to deal with the Marauders? Looks like he does. The Thor is helping, and so is that missile turret. I don't think it's helping that much, though. Double Yamato on the Thor will take the Thor out of it, but no! He accidentally Yamato'd something else. Oh, he accidentally Yamato'd something else, did Special. Special's diving, but he's still taking missile turret damage. His BC's diving. If he wins here and breaks through, it could be game in his favor, but he does not quite break through. He definitely opens up an angle, though. And you know what? He could just tank that siege tank on the face and just siege 3 tanks in range of it. He's a bit too cautious to do that because there is still Bio there that could move forward. Vikings thinking about moving to that right side. He sees the army kind of tracking him there. Remember, guys, there are only 9 tanks out for Special. He's only got 1 factory. He cannot rebuild these tanks. It's all about the Skyterran style. It's such a unique style, but Byun is struggling with it. Byun has struggled with Skytoss in the past. He's now struggling with Skyterran. Special is up 10 supply. If he gets some Hellions on that top left base, it is game. But guess what? He has no harassment units other than the battle cruisers. If he teleports the BCs there, they could maybe dive and kill workers and then run away. That might work out. But Special denies a base, pulls back. There is a planetary on the right side. So still a decent-ish economy up. We've got 66 workers of Specials have gone down this game versus only 10 of Byun's, remember. The tank set up a wedge in the middle, hoping Byun counterattacks and stumbles into it, perhaps. Vikings pick off a few of those air units. Gets a stim out of Byun. Byun cannot heal up. He does see some of those tanks, but there's no tanks on the left side, man. I mean, Special does not have a lot of units guarding his rally. Like, pure Bio smashes Vikings, guys. So if Special's tanks are ever not in a fight, then Byun will crush that fight. And this command center is easy pickings for Byun. Battle cruisers are gonna punish Byun, though. This base, it's a planetary. He could stim on it and take it out, but when he's already so wounded, it's a scary choice to make, man. Special does not know about that army over there exactly. He doesn't know its exact positioning. That planetary will get taken out. Vikings are still posturing. And right now, it feels like Byun's trying to go back into Vikings. I think he should just go pure Bio. He could just stim, kill the ground, and just win with Marine Marauder Medevac. I think he's massively overcomplicating things by trying to come back in the air war, which he's too far behind in. 12 Vikings versus 27. And this is a classic, I think, mistake by Byun. Byun does sometimes in these weird situations show a lack of the strategic understanding of late game. If your opponent invests this much in winning the air war, and you've already lost the air battle, give up on the air, man. You've got Thors, you use Thors and a small pack of Vikings to defend BC run bys, like 8 Vikings, and just go for the big YOLO, but he's attacking all from one angle, and with only a handful of Marauders. Imagine if he flanked this tank army. He could have killed all of those siege tanks, but doesn't quite do it, and Special is going to take game 1 with Skyterran mech. What an absolute Chad gamer. Ooh, mass repair actually doing very well. BC is going to go down. No, it won't. There we go. Second Yamato goes down. Tanks have driven a wedge in between him and his expansions in the top left. There is another base in the very top left. SCVs are going to run there. Special should be able to deny that. The question is, can he defend the counterattack? And the answer is, not exactly, but does he need to? I mean, it's not that scary an army. It's a handful of Bio that can't heal its stim packs. Special does not know about the top left base. If he just sent a single Viking there, Byun would be dead. Byun's not able to defend his economy right now, but because he's got the more mobile army against this Skyterran force, it does feel a little awkward for Special. Special's going to lose another command center in the bottom right. Special does still have a fresh base in the left side of the map, but the next fights are still very important because Byun actually is mining a lot more minerals than Special right now. Remember that he did get up to 7 orbitals, so he's dropping way more mules. Just the 4 orbitals of Special, not nearly as many. Army coming forward, just going to YOLO it. Special's just going to win the Viking fight and then land. Oh my god, he's just going to try and land. Special with a crazy YOLO. I told you guys, Vikings get wrecked by just Bio. But the battlecruiser apparently is enough to just beat all the Marines because it's a 3-2 BC and it can kill like unlimited Marines. Oh my god. Okay, I thought that was a bit of a wild move for Special. Apparently Wild gets the business done. And this command center, it's in dire straits. A battlecruiser arrives. Gonna try and get down. There is Byun. He's got 15 Vikings versus 23. Massive upgrade lead. 3-2 versus just +2. But the Marines on the ground, of course, are a problem. Special fighting on the edge there, where his battlecruiser can maybe pick off the Marines. Vikings are crushing the battle for Special. Another Yamato even goes down. Battlecruiser does teleport home to repair. More Vikings being built right now. That base did not actually get its mining denied. Neither did this one. And Byun's actually winning this game. I can't believe it, guys. That was not an efficient trade for Special. Yes, obviously he's ahead overall in the unit loss, but that last trade was not efficient. He doesn't have the extra bases to mine from. He hasn't denied this base. He's got no Hellions or anything. Oh man, I feel like just having a second factory on a reactor, building Hellions for run-bys or Widow Mines would be so big. He's going to land some Vikings there with servos. They're just going to get caught though, and he can't really replace his units at the rate that Byun can. The problem for Special is that Marines are good units. He doesn't have enough tanks to make the Marines useless, right? One tank building at a time out of this factory. Yeah, he's got a few BCs, but only 2. A couple of BCs isn't really what you need here. The upgrade's now 2-1 versus 2-3. Double upgrade advantage in the skies for Special. But Special not finding that top left base will actually be the kicker that may make him lose this game. Still a very low tier army. Viking Marine. Don't get me wrong, BCs do okay versus Marines. 6 Marines don't beat a BC when you've got equal upgrades. On the other hand, though, I just feel like Byun can keep remaxing on those Marines for days. This is a great fight for Special, though. He can land his Vikings, guns them down. He's got servos. Byun does not. That's like 7 or 8 Vikings. That's a really good catch. He could also take this watchtower if he wants. Looks like the BCs are going to run in and run into 2 missile turrets. Yamato, very nice. And no repair there, so they go down. That base, no real way to deal with it. A few Vikings, but he can always teleport out of there. Vikings landing on the right side. Special getting massive damage done. Hold all my thoughts about this not being the best situation for Special, guys. Oh, but then this is the fight that's so bad for him, man. Look at how bad the Vikings are versus Bio. Oh no, he loses. He kills 27 SCVs here and here, but there's still good economy. Still 54 SCVs, plenty of bases for Byun. He loses like 15, 16 Vikings there. And I mean, he kept his BCs alive. They can repair back up, but oh man. So I'm talking about that without the mech on the ground, Bio has become a good army again, and I feel like it's so long ago. Remember what I said? Why doesn't Byun just go back into Bio production? Funnily enough, you know what happened? He ran out of gas and lost all of his air units for the 3rd time. He got forced into the correct decision to win this game, which is just build Bio. He had no money for anything else here, and that's kind of crazy, man. Byun making some big mistakes, but in the end, just making a shit ton of Bio might be able to overwhelm. He could just go for the natural right now. Byun has a huge mobility advantage. I mean, there's nothing Special can do to defend his natural. There's just too many Marines. You've only got 3 BCs. That's like 40 Marines. And there's only got 1 medevac healing them, though. So that's a big problem, actually. Byun overstimming. Vikings will take out the top left. And these BCs can pick off these Marines, especially like every time he stims, he's going to take big damage. So with only 1 medevac, that is a big problem. Vikings do big damage. I think we see a big gap in Byun's late game understanding. Anytime he comes up against Skyterran, it really feels like Byun, he can play okay, but it doesn't feel like he's making as many adaptations as you'd see from a Maru level strategic god. And definitely does feel like there's some issues going on there. Now, Special on the other side, I really, like I said, imagine a few Widow Mines peppered across this map, second factory building Hellions. Anything to add some more mobility on the ground would be amazing. BCs are going to find another undefended base, but Byun is expanding everywhere and getting so much money. He can absorb these hits, at least for now. And with no battle cruisers at home, how do you defend this run by? That's going to go down. BCs are going to go in and do some damage. He's got to teleport out of there. Get out of there, Special. Does the quad Yamato into the teleport home. He's going to teleport into that main and try and defend up there. He's got a few tanks plus BCs will defend the natural. Vikings coming in and denying a few of Byun's bases. Byun's economy's taken a pretty big hit, but oh yeah, tank and a planetary over there, very hard to break out of. These BCs definitely can march around. I don't know if 27 Marines can really handle with 4-3-2 BCs. Planetary and tank are going to go down, but the Vikings are still doing lots of damage up there. And now that the Vikings are here, Special's in trouble. Special's in trouble! The Vikings find the BCs! Oh no! That's it, guys. He catches those and he's dead. He catches those and Special's dead. The BCs were his lifeline. A Yamato will go down, but remember, he's already used his teleports, guys. And even falling back to the missile turrets, he's going to lose every BC. Now, the Vikings will fall, but that leaves Special back on tank Viking and not that many tanks and not that many Vikings. He's only up on even, actually he's not even up, he's on even Viking counts at this stage of the game. He does have a new base mining there. This base is still mining. He's going to be able to rebuild. But once again, undefended base mining. Well, actually, Byun's income does suck balls right now. If he can hit that main again, it would be good. But Special wisely leaving 3 tanks on the high ground. And he's got a tank up here and a few tanks moving up to that base. He's going to siege up on that one as well. Oh my god, this game is so silly. Medevacs are being built to heal up the bio. Oh. What do you... Okay, so he's going to rebuild the BCs. Big brain move. I think you stick on BC Viking now. If you can win that Viking fight one more time, it'd be huge. Special getting a full base up here with a solid couple thousand resources, like 5,000 resources on this base, maybe 4,500 minerals, and a ton of gas. Sensor tower building for Byun. Byun's going to try and secure these bases in the bottom right corner where there's a lot of resources left. That does make sense. He's building more Vikings. He's at 2-2 versus 3-2. So the upgrade advantage in the skies isn't really there for Special anymore. And, I mean, you can still take these bases as Special as well. Special will easily max out here. Don't get me wrong. It's just the trading needs to keep being efficient. Oh, okay. Good fight for Special. Yeah, he catches Byun, but he's got to watch out for the bio that could come in. So he pulls back. Does not want to get caught by the bio. I'd like to see a tank out on the very edge here for Special. Yeah, he's... Okay. Great minds think alike. What can I say? Special. Smart boy. Yep. That's going to cover most of that natural. And he can probably rally out now. 4 tanks in the main is more than enough. SCVs are mining. 62 SCVs for Special, 39 for Byun, but Byun still should have more orbitals even after losing a few. He's on 7 versus only 3. So not many scans available for Special. Byun's got that bigger income. Liberator in the top. Ooh-wee! Oh, that is a juicy Liberator, everybody. No answer to that for Special. All his units are down in the bottom left. He'll have to teleport a battlecruiser if he wants to deal with that. Oh no, Special's in trouble. He's getting jumped on. He's getting jumped on. He needs to get out of here now. Teleport. He's going to teleport to the top left, but he already loses a BC, and now his Vikings forced to run. The Marines got way too many hits. He's just got to run. You can't take this fight. I think he's going to lose this fight. Actually, no, there's only 10 Vikings there. Where are the rest of the Vikings? I do not know. 6 SCVs went down there. The battlecruisers will get repaired back up. A lot of Vikings were still at the rally point. Ah, okay. Units lost tab 61,000 for Byun, 54,000 for Special. But Byun, he's still got that extra access to minerals. Could float this command center down to this half base as well. He's still got this tank on the watchtower that's been there for a long time. Not that a tank's useful against a guy who has no units on the ground. Special is blocking that base with a depot. He'll have to kill that at some point and take it himself. Here comes the bio. No, Special! Oh, why? 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 He had 4 tanks on the high ground all game, keeping his main safe. And then he just randomly decides to wander out of his main with the 4 tanks. Oh my god. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh, and Byun's got him now. Because Byun's got the production. Forces him to fight against the Marines there. Byun taking an awesome Viking engage. And Special has to tap out. Oh my god. Ah. Oh man. Oh, that's so unfortunate, dude. Like the timing there. These tanks are like, let's move out. Oh, his army's here. Oh my god, a tragedy. I think Byun was probably winning the game, but damn, that was wild. Skyterran mech, heck yeah. All right, guys, let's go straight into map number 2. A crazy map number 1. Special. I chatted to him. He said, Pig, did you like my build? And I said, dude, I am at full mast right now. I am completely aroused. And he was like, oh yeah. And I was like, you know what? You get a second factory in the late game, you do some Hellion run-bys, dude. That is actually going to just do so much damage. There was so many undefended bases for him. And he's like, ooh, good idea. I like it. And I was like, okay, cool. Special's pretty receptive to the ideas and the fun plays, but a very cool style from Special, man. He plays so many cool build orders, and now he's just going to straight up cheese. Double proxy your X Reaper. Byun does not like to scout, but Byun is very safe and tight with his build orders because of that. If you don't scout, you by default tend to play pretty safe. Now, if he loses his first Reaper to the first 2 Reapers of Special, it's usually pretty much game over. However, if Special just picks off a few SCVs, transitions behind it, he'll be building a factory at home, then an expansion. It will progress to a normal game. This is not completely all in, but being down 3 SCVs because you did double 15 barracks, you definitely have to kill at least a couple workers to try and even things out. All right, comes in, manages to get 1 SCV so far, make it 2. And, oh, get out of there, Special. Don't want to be losing those Reapers. Oh, that ledge is dangerous because it's a double jump. You do get slowed down there. And you can see here, Byun 3 workers on one gas, 0 on the other. Super noob there. But he's going to go up to 5 Reapers as Special. Byun builds a command center on the low ground. Oh, that's so greedy. That is so greedy. What a mad lad, dude. I mean, Special does take a bad first hit, though. Okay, Special. He's going to have 6 Reaper timing versus 3 Reaper 2 Hellion. I think 6 Reaper wins that fight. He brings an SCV to repair the Hellion. Very smart. This is so greedy for Byun. If Byun can hold this and not lose his command center and not lose this fight badly, I think he crushes the game. It's hard to say. 4th Reaper, 3rd Hellion on the way. 6 Reapers are here. Bit of a standoff, man. But Special clumps up. Uh-oh. Oh, lazy from Special, man. I like the way Special's kind of backing off, though, being really cautious. If he runs in and throws those units away, it's very bad for him. On the other hand, Byun with some stellar defense, man. He shuts down all the aggression. Special now going into his own CC and Cyclone, and it's not too far behind, but definitely a small advantage goes to the player who already has the Hellions out and has a much quicker starport. Starport finishing versus starport starting. That means we're going to see Byun ahead about 1 full Raven for most of this game. This is a big advantage, and those are the unit that kind of scales up with their energy. Now, he's going to try and land the barracks, take the first shot, and then go in. So that was his whole idea, was I want you to be on cooldown from your first attack, or have some units accidentally attack the barracks. Because if Byun A moves, some of his units are going to attack the barracks, right? So he's going to try and jump in now as Special. Oh, that's so cute. Tries to jump in the main, and he can do it. Oh, there's a depot. And he does damage the depot. Doesn't quite kill it. Barracks, though, seeing the Cyclone there. Interesting. Special getting very fancy. He could lock onto that Cyclone. I think he'll just lock onto whatever's available, though. The Cyclone's pretty far back, so... He just locks onto a Hellion there and does get some damage done. Doesn't quite kill it. Barracks will eventually die. It gives a good vision advantage for now, but only for so long. Magfield's on the way. And, ooh, the Reapers. Oh, they do clump a little bit too much there for Special. Oh, no. Special getting a bit too horny for his own good. He definitely should one-tap those red hit point units, and he does. And you can see he will take out that Hellion and that Reaper and keep the Cyclone. No, the Cyclone does go down, but at least he cleans up all those low hit point units. Does lose a lot more units, though, than his opponent. He's going for Ravens and Cyclones. We've already got a Raven out for Byun. As I said, a full Raven ahead. But the Magfield Cyclones do always have a chance to get you back in it. Special is playing risky. He takes the 3rd on location. He knows he's got to do some stuff like that because he is not committing to Bio. He's going... I mean, he might swap into Bio from this. We've seen that. But he's most likely playing mech, and he feels he needs to kind of cut some corners, get up the 3rd, and get some value with this Cyclone Raven out of the map. But Byun, he's got his 3rd CC started as well. His 2nd and 3rd barracks is on the way. He's moving up into that standard situation, whereas Byun... whereas Special, it's like, he needs damage, and he misses this Raven. Look, he was hoping to catch that Raven, but he's just a bit behind on the timing. And Byun finds the damage. He's also got an army on the front at the same time. He's gonna get 3. 4 SCVs is pretty big, man. First auto turret, that's heaps good. Now, the auto turret will answer for Special, but this means he just does not have the units to defend. And because his Cyclones are now pinned back, Byun can siege a tank in range. I think Byun has the 2-0, guys. I do think Byun has the 2-0. Now, good damage here. No point pulling SCVs away if you don't pull off gas, guys. A lesson can be learned there. If you're not pulling SCVs completely, there's no point pulling the SCVs. Auto turret does go down here. What's he going to lock onto? Double lock on the Cyclone. SCVs pulled on top, but... Oh, no, he actually locked onto the tank with one of them. Ooh, flanking Cyclone. Chad mode engaged. Does end up losing it, but he gets the tank. That flanking Cyclone was sick. Very impressive by Special. I'm surprised he held on there. Did lose 16 workers. Has a 3rd on location, though. Still looks pretty terrible. He's going 2nd starport again. Skyterran will be the transition off this Cyclone opening once again. But in this scenario, Special's so behind that he actually has to go for a 2nd factory on a tech lab, I think. I think the only way you survive here as Special is, yeah, you can go Skyterran, but you need to also go double factory tank because you're going to be so outnumbered. Second and 3rd barracks on the way. We've got tanks building. Extra Marines on the way. Double engineering bay. Auto turret comes in, gets 2 SCVs before getting taken out. Extra Raven in the top left side of the map. So we've got 2 Ravens here. Interesting. Okay, 2nd and 3rd barracks is finished. 4th and 5th barracks on the way. So full 2 base production versus a guy who's barely building out a 2 starports. That's definitely favoring Byun there. And the Vikings went right past the Ravens. Special not paying attention, dude. That just walked through his vision. Both there, his Viking saw it, and there, his gas saw it. But he didn't notice, and the Ravens are hiding. They're going to come in later and do more damage. So Special, he was a little bit focused on the map with his Cyclones. Doesn't end up seeing what's going on. There's a tank there. He can pick off the gases if he wants, but it does take a shot straight away. Raven comes in. Raven says, hello, you didn't kill me. Nah, 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 nah. Special's already bruised economy. Let's take an even bigger bruising. Gets 1 more there just before it runs out. Very nicely done. Now, for those who don't know, Vikings 3.85, Raven 4.13 move speed. Corner base, clever idea for Special. Part of me thinks he should take this corner base. But obviously he's just hoping, hey, maybe Byun doesn't see this base. We do some damage. Auto turrets coming in there, and that's going to basically be game over. Special needed a very clean next few minutes after losing those 16 SCVs. Instead, what he has is a total shit show. His economy is in shambles. And guys, I'll tell you what, he's going to hit 42 SCVs at the same time as Byun hits 69. Damn it! Byun went straight from 68 to 70. God damn it! He ruined it. It was going to be 69 versus 42, and everyone knows 69 beats 42. Raven finds the command center on the way home. Oh, everything's going wrong. Byun's got this one in the bag, guys. He's got this one in the bag. Let's watch it from these Cyclones viewpoint. We'll keep an eye on those Cyclones and kind of see what they can do, but I have a feeling they're going to get taken out. Oh, he's got concussive. Oh, Gigi. That's it, man. That is it. Oof. That is rough. That's not rough, Pig. That's Special and Byun. Oh. Really cool game 1, though. That's definitely a very exciting game. And I mean, I love that he's doing this 2 starport style. I do always feel, like I said, like the second factory makes it a little more robust. But Special clearly showing how to use air units really expertly. And I think he's, you know, as always, Special is having fun. And that's really what Special looks to do when he plays StarCraft these days. It's all about fun strategies, creative expression, and keeping the builds really entertaining. So people are like, no, you need to just play the most high win percentage. But yeah, no, he's been having a lot of fun playing creative styles recently. So hats off to him, man. Hats off to him. Byun does take the 2-0. He gets the W. The W. The big old win-win. GG.